Yo, yo, yo. Hello there, my kings. I am Dr. Sana, and I want to welcome you to your very own page. I truly love you guys. I adore you, and I am just crazy about you. But I have noticed that you do not hit the like button, you do not leave English comments, and you have not subscribed yet. This page is purely an educational page regarding information and awareness about the addictions that surround us and are becoming very public and common among us. We neither recommend consumption nor forbid it. Why? Why should I lie? We do forbid consumption. I myself am a staunch opponent of any kind of addiction, but we definitely do not recommend consumption. I am here so that if you want to use, you do it with awareness. Today I want to talk about whether drug use has an effect on hair loss or not. First of all, the things we want to talk about here are not about you using a substance once a month or once a week. The discussion is about addiction. The discussion is about you using something every single day. Okay, I'm curious, does using this product actually cause you to experience any hair loss, or is that not the case? Hmm. Let's start with the fact that there is very little information available regarding this specific case, meaning the effect of substances on hair loss. Perhaps the effects of medications have been fully tested and they know whether a certain drug causes hair loss or not. But regarding the issue of drugs, there hasn't been that much data or research conducted. For example, even if research has been done, it has been on animals. For example, they came along in some year, I don't know which year it was, and injected cocaine under the skin of mice, and I thank the great God for providing us with such a dear animal whose body structure is so similar to that of a human, and we can conduct our experiments on mice. Because honestly, maybe if it weren't for mice, we humans would have become the lab rats of our own laboratories. Thank you, God, and thank you to science and technology. So they came and injected cocaine under the skin of mice. And after 48 hours, they saw that in the area where the injection was made, the mice's hair and fur had fallen out. And they realized that cocaine causes hair loss, specifically in patches. Now, if we really want to take a closer look and talk about all addictive substances and all recreational drugs in general, whether it's marijuana, heroin, ecstasy, cocaine, bong, hashish, or any other drug we might use recreationally, it is important to understand that they can all, in one way or another, indirectly cause hair loss. And how so? In the sense that human hair is always growing, okay? Drugs cause human hair to stay in a stop state, meaning they no longer grow and their growth stops. And when their growth stops, it causes hair loss. The hair loss caused by drugs is like the hair loss you get because of stress. Meaning, for example, when you run your hand through your hair and pull, you see, oh, more hair came out. Oh, what the hell? Why is my hair falling out? Or you go in front of the mirror and suddenly you brush your hair and see, oh, what the hell? Or you go to blow dry it, for example, and say, oh, what the hell? Or for example, you go to the shower and you're shampooing, you take your hand out and, oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Now, for what reasons? For indirect reasons. One, when you use drugs, your body is subjected to a stress shock and your body enters a state of stress. You know, for example, when you smoke marijuana, your heart rate goes up, your body has a feeling of stress and a fight or flight response to it, and the same goes for much heavier drugs. So this one is because of that shock and stress that it puts on our body. Two, it's because some drugs cause a severe loss of appetite. And on the other hand, this loss of appetite means you can't eat. And not being able to eat means you aren't getting enough of the protein, vitamins, and minerals your body needs, which are especially necessary for hair loss and hair growth. You aren't receiving them in sufficient amounts. You've seen that, honestly, let's be real. Even though you might get the munchies on marijuana, you won't eat anything for 2 hours. Why? Because you say, I'll come down. For example, cocaine severely reduces appetite. For example, ecstasy severely reduces appetite. Any drug that you use long term and that reduces your appetite can cause hair loss because of that appetite suppression. 3. Sleep problems. It is important to be aware that certain medications can directly interfere with your ability to get a good night's rest, and scientific research has consistently proven that chronic sleep problems or underlying sleep disorders can trigger significant stress in your body, which ultimately leads to noticeable hair loss over time. Now, you have to look for yourself, you have to get an overall assessment of all these things. If you are using a substance, if you have an addiction to substances, and I wish for the day when the subscribers of my page have no addiction to anything and understand that addiction comes from a void, and I hope they have no void in their lives that would lead to any addiction. You need to see for yourself, sir, what the substance, the drug you are addicted to, does to your appetite. Secondly, what effect it has on your sleep. And thirdly, what kind of shock and stress it gives you and what state it puts your body in. This way, you can figure out for yourself whether this addiction you have is the cause of your hair loss or not. They say that about 3 to 6 months after using drugs, your hair loss begins. And whenever you quit the drug, it takes 6 months to a year, or sometimes up to 2 years, for your hair growth to return to its previous state as if it's resetting to factory settings. And another point is that some people who have a genetic predisposition to hair loss, meaning the person is already experiencing hair loss, or when you look at their dad, his head looks like a, what do you call it, a solar mirror, or those things that absorb energy and convert light into electricity. Their head is like that, completely bald, what we call a shiny head with nothing on it. Those whose fathers are like that, those who have the genetic predisposition for hair loss, using substances might be the trigger for their hair loss. The trigger means that as soon as they start using substances, they notice their hair is falling out very strangely and very severely. So be aware that if you have a genetic predisposition to hair loss or are already experiencing hair loss, substance use might be what they call a trigger for your hair loss. Make sure to pay attention to these kinds of things. Take care of your body, take care of your hair, and take care of yourself, because addiction in any form is destructive. I hope the day comes when, as I always say, you are just pure love yourself. I love you all. I care about you. If you have any experience regarding this issue, be sure to share it in the comments. I will learn from it, and other friends will too. Like the video, leave an English comment, and if you like the content of this page, subscribe. I love you all, and I am your humble servant. It has been a real pleasure spending this time with you. Until we meet again for our next adventure, I bid you a fond farewell.